All right, so buckle up, everybody, because we are diving deep today into the wild world of 2025 SUVs.
Ooh, this'll be fun.
You guys sent in tons of reviews and
A
articles.
lot of stuff.
And let me tell you, even we were surprised by some of it.
Yeah.
Some old favorites totally fell apart this year.
Drop the ball big time.
It's like they forgot how to make a decent SUV.
Seriously.
But then on the other hand, some brands are killing it with super innovative new models.
Yeah, it's an exciting time.
We're going to cover it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly,
All of it.
and hopefully help you figure out what's actually worth your hard-earned cash.
That's the goal.
Because it's not just about all the bells and whistles anymore, is it?
No, not at all.
People want it all.
They want the whole package.
Reliability, safety, performance.
And of course, value for money.
Of course.
That's huge.
So let's rip off the Band-Aid and get right into it.
Okay, let's do it.
The SUVs you might just want to steer clear of in 2025.
This is where it gets juicy.
Some of these names you'd never expect to see on the avoid list. Yeah, some big surprises.
Like the Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh, the Grand Cherokee.
I know, right?
A classic.
But recent models have had some serious issues.
Serious issues, yeah.
Rollover risks, loss of control,
Even potential fire hazards with the plug-in hybrid model.
and don't even get me started on the price tag. $36,495 starting
Yeah.
price for an SUV that isn't even considered luxury.
It's a lot.
It makes you think twice, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when you look at the fuel economy of that Grand Cherokee 4xZ hybrid.
Yeah, what is it?
Only 23 miles per gallon combined.
That's rough.
For that same price, you could get a Hyundai Santa Fe hybrid, much better fuel efficiency.
And how much less is the Santa Fe?
$30,000 less.
It's crazy.
It really is.
Remember when Jeep was like the brand for rugged reliability?
Right. What happened?
And speaking of reliability or lack thereof, let's talk about the Ford Escape.
Oh, the Escape.
You'd think Ford, the company that basically invented the car, would have this reliability thing down pat.
You'd think so.
But nope.
Not this time. The Escape, especially the one with the 1.5-liter EcoBoost engine.
Yeah, that engine.
It's been making headlines.
Not good ones.
Widespread recalls because of faulty fuel injectors.
That can even lead to spontaneous combustion.
Your car bursting into flames because of a fuel injector?
It's scary stuff.
It's a nightmare.
And even the hybrid and plug-in hybrid Escapes have engine problems too.
So no escaping those engine woes.
If you really want an Escape, maybe go for the 2.0L EcoBoost. It might be a little safer.
But even then,
Even then, the warranty's not great.
how long is it?
5 years or 60,000 miles for the powertrain,
Okay,
and just 3 years, 36,000 miles for the limited warranty.
that's pretty short.
Yeah, especially for a car that starts at $28,100.
There are definitely better options out there for that price.
Much better.
Better reliability, better features, better warranty.
For sure.
It really goes to show you brand recognition doesn't always equal quality.
Nope.
Okay, next up on our list of disappointments, the Volkswagen Taos.
Oh,
It's like a Golf trying to be an SUV
trying really hard.
and failing.
So hard.
Bland looks, not a great safety record, and customers are not happy.
Not happy at all.
Remember that 2022 model?
The one with all the recalls?
6 recalls by the NHTSA.
Yeah.
They've made it a little better for 2025,
A little.
but still not great.
Still a bit of a clunker.
Sluggish acceleration.
And that powertrain warranty is only 50,000 miles.
Half of what most competitors offer.
Basically.
And for that, you're paying $26,492.
Yeah, not worth it.
You could get a Subaru, a Mazda, a Toyota
Oh, way more reliable.
for just a little bit more money.
Makes you wonder why anyone would buy the Taos.
All right, moving on to an SUV that might look kind of cool but falls short everywhere else. The Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross.
The Eclipse Cross.
This one has basically no redeeming qualities,
Except maybe the looks.
and even those don't translate to driving enjoyment.
The reviews are brutal.
Critics and owners agree.
Nobody's happy with this one.
Weak 152 horsepower engine,
And that CVT transmission.
which doesn't even give you great fuel economy.
The irony.
You'd be better off with a Mazda CX-5 or a Volkswagen Tiguan.
Spend a few thousand more and you'll be much happier.
Okay, last one on the avoid list, and this one really baffles me. The Dodge Hornet.
The Hornet, really?
I know, right? It sounds amazing on paper,
Yeah, it does.
but then you look closer. It's all downhill from there.
What's wrong with it?
So on the surface, it's got these sleek looks, powerful engine options.
Okay, I thought.
A 268 horsepower turbocharged 2.080 or a 3.6-liter V6 with 400 horsepower.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
But then you look at the hybrid model.
What about it?
It's got this tiny 1.3L turbocharged engine.
Remember what we said about small turbocharged engine?
Yeah, not always a good sign.
And the fuel economy.
Not great.
Not great at all.
And then the price tag.
How much?
$33,180.
Ouch.
That's more than the Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, Mazda CX-50.
All better cars.
And get this, terrible resale value.
How bad?
You're looking at losing $20,000 in just 5 years.
Rough.
Plus, it has the worst JD Power quality and reliability score on our entire list.
What is it?
66.
Yikes.
It's a shame because it has potential.
It does.
But for now, hard pass.
Definitely.
Okay, we need some good news after all that negativity.
I'm ready for some good news.
Let's talk about the SUVs that are actually exceeding expectations in 2025.
The winners.
Raising the bar, delivering quality, performance, value.
I like the sound of that.
First up, the champion of compact SUVs. The Mazda CX-5.
Yeah, CX-5. Yeah, it's a good one.
This thing consistently beats out the competition.
Like who?
Honda CR-V, Hyundai Tucson.
Yeah, those are tough to beat.
But the CX-5 just keeps getting better.
How so?
Stylish design, superb handling, excellent reliability.
And no CVT.
Thank goodness.
Well, I hate those things.
And the engine options are great.
Tell me about them.
You can go for the base 2.5-liter inline-4 engine, 187 horsepower, 6-speed automatic, all-wheel drive.
That sounds pretty solid.
Or if you want more power, there's the turbocharged version with 256 horsepower. It goes 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds.
Zoom, zoom.
And the price actually went down for 2025.
Really? By how much?
$700.
Wow.
So now it starts at $28,570.
Not bad at all.
Plus it comes standard with a bunch of safety features.
Like what?
Adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, pedestrian detection.
It's a well-rounded package.
It really is.
Any downsides?
Maybe a little less rear legroom and cargo space compared to some rivals.
Okay.
And no hybrid option. But overall,
Overall, a winner.
all right, let's talk luxury now.
Ooh, I like luxury.
This next SUV is redefining what it means to be stylish, sophisticated, and affordable.
That's a tough combination.
It is
What is it?
the Genesis GV70.
The GV70? I've heard good things.
It's our pick for the best luxury compact SUV of 2025.
Beating out some stiff competition.
It's giving those established luxury brands a run for their money.
I bet.
This thing is in a league of its own.
Really?
Stunning exterior design, and the interior is even better. Quilted leather seats, sleek infotainment system, and get this, fingerprint authentication.
Fingerprint authentication in a car.
It's like something out of a spy movie.
That's cool.
And under the hood, it doesn't disappoint either.
What's it got?
2 engine options. A base 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 300 horsepower.
Okay.
Or you can go for the optional turbocharged V6 with 375 horsepower.
Nice.
And here's the kicker. It starts at just $45,600.
That's a steal for a luxury SUV.
It's less than the Porsche Macan, BMW X3, and Lincoln Corsair.
Wow.
Genesis is shaking things up.
They are.
All right, sticking with the luxury theme, let's talk about another overachiever, the BMW X1.
The X1.
Yeah, it's a redemption story for BMW.
Oh.
It's a luxury subcompact SUV that's actually affordable.
How affordable?
Starts at $41,250.
That's not bad.
And you get better handling and features compared to competitors.
Yay.
The base engine is a 2.0L turbocharged 4-cylinder, 241 horsepower.
Sod?
And there's also the M35i model with a 312 horsepower engine.
The-
The 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission is super smooth.
And the 0 to 60 time.
5.4 seconds.
Not bad at all.
It's both practical and fun to drive.
That's a good combo.
Only downside is that some of the driver assistance features and tech upgrades can get pricey.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, get ready for this one.
I'm ready.
The Kia Telluride.
The Telluride, yeah.
This thing is racking up awards.
What kind of awards?
It's arguably the best 3-row midsize SUV on the market right now.
Impressive.
The 2025 model gets a refreshed grille, new headlights, 20-inch alloy wheels on higher trims,
That's good.
spacious and versatile interior. You can choose between 8-seater or 7-seater configurations with captain's chairs.
Nice.
And it's loaded with standard safety features.
Like?
Smart cruise control with stop and go, just to name one.
That's a good one.
And under the hood,
What's under there?
powerful and efficient 3.6-liter V6 engine, 291 horsepower, 26 mPg highway,
Not bad.
ample cargo space, impressive towing capacity,
How much can it tow?
5,000 pounds on lower trims, 5,000 pounds on the highest trim.
This thing is a beast.
It's a do-it-all SUV.
Family road trips, off-road adventures, you name it.
It can handle it all.
It's setting a new standard.
Speaking of setting a new standard, let's talk about the Mercedes-Benz GLE.
The GLE.
This luxury midsize SUV is dominating its class.
Who's the competition?
Audi Q7, BMW X5, Genesis GV80.
All big names.
It even beats out the Porsche Cayenne.
And that one's super expensive.
The GLE offers so many options.
Like what?
2-row or 3-row seating, 4 different engine choices, 5 regular trims, plus 2 AMG performance variants.
So many choices.
It's like building your dream SUV.
It's almost too many choices.
You can get different wheels, different packages, basically create a near Maybach experience for a fraction of the price.
Wow.
Just be aware that some features cost extra.
Like what?
Blind spot assist, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, ventilated seats.
Okay, so you gotta pay to play.
But even with those extras, it's still a great value.
Mercedes knows what they're doing.
Okay, now for an SUV that's leading the way in the hybrid world. The Honda CR-V Hybrid.
The CR-V Hybrid, good one.
The CR-V was already a great SUV,
Reliable, spacious.
but the hybrid version takes it to a whole new level with its fuel efficiency.
How efficient are we talking?
It combines a 2.0L 4-cylinder engine with 2 electric motors.
Interesting.
That gives you 204 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque.
Not bad.
And the fuel economy,
Tell me.
43 millibs city, 36 millibs highway.
Wow.
That's thanks to the eCVT.
You know, I'm not usually a fan of CVTs.
I know.
But in this case, the fuel economy might be worth it.
Plus, most of the driver assistance features come standard on the hybrid trims.
Which ones?
Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, traffic sign recognition.
So you get all the bells and whistles.
All for a starting price of $34,653.
That's not bad at all.
Okay, and finally, the SUV that's turning heads and breaking records. The Hyundai Ioniq 5N.
The Ioniq 5N, yeah.
This is the undisputed king of electric SUVs.
Better than Tesla.
Better than Tesla, better than Rivian, better than all of them.
What makes it so special?
Futuristic design, mind-blowing performance.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's got a 641 horsepower electric motor,
Whoa.
0 to 60 in 3.25 seconds.
No way.
That's faster than a Lamborghini Urus performance.
Seriously.
The only slight disappointment is the 72 mpg rating,
A little lower than some competitors.
but it comes standard with fast charging.
Oh, okay, that helps.
And it still has a decent range of 221 miles,
Add
all for a starting price of $67,575.
a little pricey,
But it's a bargain compared to some luxury EVs.
especially with that performance.
Hyundai is on a roll.
They are killing it.
And that's it for our roundup of the best SUVs of 2025.
Lots of great options.
We'll be diving deeper into some of these trends and topics in the next part of our deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to your SUV deep dive. Ready to unpack some of the bigger trends we're seeing in the SUV market.
Definitely in part 1, we went through all the best and worst models of 2025, but
There's so much more to it.
there is. You guys sent in some really thought-provoking articles about small turbocharged engines.
Warranty coverage?
The rise of electric vehicles,
Yeah.
all really important stuff.
Yeah, every SUV buyer should know about these things.
So let's start with those small turbocharged engines. They're everywhere these days, but
Are they really a good idea?
that's the question.
It's a bit of a trade-off. On one hand, you have the potential for good fuel efficiency, peppy performance.
But we've also seen those engines fail spectacularly.
Yeah,
Engines dying early, costing a fortune to fix.
it's a gamble.
It feels like it. So what should SUV buyers be on the lookout for?
You really got to do your research and figure out the track record of specific engines. Some manufacturers are much better than others when it comes to small turbocharged engine reliability.
So it's not just about the size of the engine.
No, not at all.
It's about the brand and the specific tech they're using.
Exactly. And don't forget about regular maintenance. These engines need to be babied a bit. Regular oil changes with the right type of oil can make a huge difference.
So if you're careful about choosing the right engine and you take good care of it,
They can be a good option.
but if you want something that's going to last a long time and give you peace of mind,
Maybe a larger, naturally aspirated engine is the way to go.
it's all about knowing the risks and making the right choice for you.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk warranties, something a lot of people forget about when buying a car.
But it can really save you if something goes wrong.
Yeah, a good warranty gives you peace of mind knowing you're protected.
But not all warranties are created equal,
That's for sure. In our research, we saw some manufacturers offering amazing coverage.
and others being really stingy.
So what should we be paying attention to?
The length of coverage is key. Some powertrain warranties go up to 10 years or 100,000 miles,
Wow.
while others are only 5 years, 60,000 miles.
That's a huge difference.
Huge.
What about the bumper-to-bumper warranty? What does that usually cover?
Usually defects in materials and workmanship, but only for a shorter period, something like 3 years or 36,000 miles.
And I'm guessing there's a lot of fine print.
Oh, yeah. Always read the fine print. Make sure you know what's covered and what's not.
So it's worth taking the time to compare warranties across different brands and models.
Absolutely.
Don't just look at the price tag. Think about the long-term costs, too.
A good warranty can be a lifesaver, especially with all the tech packed into modern SUVs these days.
Which brings us to electric vehicles.
The EV revolution is in full swing.
And SUVs are leading the charge.
They really are. There's a huge demand for electric SUVs.
We talked about the Hyundai Ioniq 5N in the first part,
Great car.
but there are so many other awesome electric SUVs on the market now, too.
And they've come a long way. Remember those early EVs that could barely go 100 miles on a charge?
They were so slow and expensive.
Now you've got electric SUVs with 300-plus mile ranges,
They're fast.
and the prices are becoming more reasonable.
And the infrastructure is catching up, too.
Definitely, charging stations are popping up everywhere.
Makes it so much easier to live with an EV.
But there are still some hurdles,
Like range anxiety, finding a charging station when you need one.
especially in more rural areas.
But the automakers are working on it.
They are. We're seeing longer ranges, faster charging, and more affordable models all the time.
Plus, governments are offering incentives to encourage people to buy EVs.
It's clear that EVs are the future.
And SUVs are going to be a big part of that future.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered engines, warranties, electric vehicles.
What else is shaping the SUV world?
Safety is becoming a big focus.
It is. A lot of the SUVs we talked about in part 1 come standard with advanced safety features now.
Things like automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring.
It's great to see those features becoming more common.
They used to be only for luxury cars,
Now they're trickling down to more affordable models.
and it's making a real difference in terms of safety.
Absolutely. And it's not just about avoiding accidents altogether.
Right.
It's also about protecting the people inside the car if an accident does happen.
So things like airbags, seat belts, crumple zones.
All designed to keep you safe.
It's something every SUV buyer should think about.
Definitely look beyond the flashy stuff and focus on the safety features.
Okay, so we've got engines, warranties, electric vehicles, safety,
What else?
connectivity.
Ah, yes, the connected car.
Everything is connected these days.
It's not just about Bluetooth and a touchscreen anymore.
SUVs are becoming rolling tech hubs.
We're talking advanced infotainment systems, smartphone integration, cloud-based services, Wi-Fi hotspots.
It's all about creating a seamless and personalized experience.
Imagine having real-time traffic updates, personalized music recommendations, even controlling your home thermostat from your car.
It's all about convenience and staying connected.
But it also raises some concerns about privacy and security.
True, the more connected our cars become, the more vulnerable they are to hacking and data breaches.
Something to think about.
For sure, you have to weigh the benefits of connectivity against the risks.
It's a balancing act.
All right, let's move on to something that's often overlooked. Maintenance and ownership costs.
Yeah, buying a new SUV is a big investment.
And it's not just about the sticker price.
There are all sorts of ongoing costs to consider.
Regular maintenance, unexpected repairs, fuel, insurance, registration, even parking.
It adds up quickly,
Some SUVs might be cheaper to buy, but more expensive to maintain.
and vice versa.
You have to find the right balance for your budget and your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Are there any tools out there that can help people estimate ownership costs?
Yeah, websites like Edmunds and Kelley Blue Book have tools that can calculate estimated ownership costs for different SUV models.
That's really helpful,
It's all about making informed decisions.
so you don't get any nasty surprises later on.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about another big decision. Leasing versus buying.
Ah, the classic dilemma.
Both options have their pros and cons.
Leasing can be a good choice for people who like to drive a new car every few years.
You get lower monthly payments,
And you don't have to worry about selling or trading in the car later.
but you don't own the car.
Right, you're essentially renting it.
And there are mileage limits.
And penalties if you go over those limits.
But if you like having a new car and you don't drive a lot,
Leasing could be a good fit.
buying gives you full ownership.
You can drive it forever.
Customize it however you want.
Sell it whenever you're ready.
But it does come with higher upfront costs.
And you're responsible for all the maintenance and repairs.
So it really depends on your situation.
If you want lower monthly payments and flexibility, leasing is a good option.
But if you want to own the car and build equity, buying is probably better.
It's a personal choice.
Okay, let's wrap up this part of our deep dive by looking ahead.
The future of SUVs.
What can we expect to see in the coming years?
I think we're going to see even more electrification.
More and more electric SUVs hitting the market.
The technology is improving so rapidly.
Longer ranges,
Faster charging,
more affordable prices.
making EVs accessible to more people.
And we're going to see more SUVs with autonomous driving capabilities.
All those driver assistance features we talked about.
Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking.
They're paving the way for self-driving cars.
It seems like that future is just around the corner.
We're getting closer all the time.
The SUVs of the future are going to be so much smarter, safer, more connected.
It's exciting.
It is, and it's not just about the technology either.
Right.
We're seeing a move towards sustainability in the SUV segment.
Definitely. Consumers want eco-friendly options.
One article mentioned the use of recycled materials in SUV interiors.
And a focus on reducing the environmental impact of production.
Automakers are listening.
They are. We're going to see more SUVs built with sustainable materials, and the manufacturing processes themselves are becoming more efficient.
It's a win-win.
And let's not forget about design.
Yes, the SUVs of the future are going to look even cooler.
They are aerodynamic designs.
Which is good for fuel efficiency, too.
And the interiors are getting even more luxurious and comfortable.
The whole experience is becoming more premium.
The SUVs of tomorrow will be a perfect blend of technology, sustainability, and design.
It's an exciting time to be an SUV enthusiast.
It is. I can't wait to see what they come up with next.
Welcome back to our final part of this SUV deep dive. We're going to talk about the future.
All right, yeah, let's look ahead. What's coming next?
We've gone over all the trends shaping the SUV market right now, but what about the actual vehicles? What's coming out in 2026 and beyond?
Well, based on the articles you guys sent in, it looks like electric SUVs are going to keep dominating the conversation.
Yeah, we saw some really impressive EVs this year, but it sounds like the next generation is going to be even more insane.
Absolutely. The automakers are pouring money into electric vehicle technology, and it's going to show.
Longer ranges, faster charging times, even crazier designs.
Exactly.
One article even mentioned a new electric SUV from a startup company.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
They're claiming a range of over 500 miles on a single charge.
500 miles. That's nuts.
I know, right? And the charging time is supposed to be way faster, too.
Like how fast?
Imagine charging your SUV in the time it takes to grab a coffee.
Wow, that would change everything.
No more range anxiety, no more waiting around at charging stations for hours.
It would make EVs so much more practical.
So besides electric powertrains, what other big advancements can we expect to see in these future SUVs?
Well, we're going to see a lot more SUVs with autonomous driving capabilities.
Like self-driving cars.
Basically, all those driver assistance features we talked about.
Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking.
All of that is laying the groundwork for fully autonomous vehicles.
So it's not a question of if, but when.
Exactly. The SUVs of the future will be able to do more and more of the driving for you, making our commute safer and less stressful.
I can't wait to see it all happen. This is such a cool time to be following the auto industry.
It is, and it's not just about the technology either.
What else then?
Sustainability is becoming a huge factor too.
Yeah, one article talked about using recycled materials in SUV interiors.
And making the whole production process more eco-friendly.
So reducing the environmental impact.
Exactly. Consumers are demanding it, and the automakers are listening.
It's good to see the industry moving in that direction.
And let's not forget about design. The SUVs of the future are going to be even more stylish.
Ooh, I love that.
We're seeing a trend towards more aerodynamic designs, which not only look awesome,
But also improves fuel efficiency.
and the interiors are becoming super luxurious. It's all about creating that premium experience.
The SUVs of tomorrow, man, it's going to be a whole new world.
Cutting-edge technology, sustainable practices, head-turning design. It's going to be amazing.
Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into the world of SUVs.
It's been a journey.
We've covered so much over these past 3 parts.
The good, the bad, the future.
I hope it's been helpful for you guys as you navigate the crazy world of SUVs.
Remember, the best SUV for you is the one that fits your needs, your budget, your lifestyle.
Do your research,
Yeah.
test drive a bunch of different models, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
And most importantly,
Have fun out there.